Hello, Denisha. I have a few questions for you today if you don't mind answering based on your case.
No problem.
Okay, so my first question is, what happened on the day of the crime?
The day of the crime, I was 8. But yeah, 8, turning 9. It was 2 days before my birthday. And I was sleeping at my aunt's house. And I had happened to be sleeping in my cousin's room. And it was in the night. And someone had come in my room. And it happened to be my cousin's father. And he had come in and he was like, "Oh, are you awake?" And I never answered because I didn't know who it was. And then he came up to me and took the sheet off and started to like touch me and made me feel very uncomfortable. I kept trying to tell him to stop, but he wasn't listening. So after that, I pretty much was, he pretty much went on top of me and just started to like touch me. And then he had gotten off because like he realized I started to like cry, I guess. And I, and then he took my hand and tried to get me to like touch him in places, but I wasn't like, I was being resistant. And he'd smelled like cigarette the whole entire time. And then he left and he came back and he was like, um, he's like, if you tell anyone, no one's gonna believe you. You're gonna ruin the family, and this is what happens when you want things like this. And he left and went into his room back, and I, like at like 6 in the morning, I guess I got up and I was at the top of the stairs. My aunt asked what I was doing up so early, and I said I couldn't sleep. And she's like, okay, well, go back and lay down. And she left the house. And I was downstairs, and the kids wanted to go outside, but I didn't want to. And he had asked me to go upstairs and ask him, and they had no idea what had happened. So I went up there to pretty much ask, and he's like, yeah, you guys can go up, but you have to do something for me. And I'm like, what? And he basically kissed me, and his whole mouth smelled like smoke. And that night I had to sleep there again because my dad didn't come. My dad didn't basically come to get me when I asked him to, and that kind of made me even more upset. And I couldn't sleep that night, and I cried myself to sleep, and no one knew what was going on. It was like everyone was kind of invisible to everything that was happening. Like, how could you not hear? How did you not know where he was at all times? You know what I mean? And I had left, and when I left, I went home, and the whole way home, I was silent in the car, and my mom didn't realize what was going. Like my dad, I mean, didn't realize